and welcome. Thank you for joining us at our 16th annual, Sweet 16 annual Three Kings Day event. We have done this thanks to our Assemblywoman Annette Quijano all these years, even during a pandemic, even during a drive-through, even all the times, all the different situations at different locations and even here to benefit the children of Trinitas. These children come from many different departments, including our pediatric clinics, our adolescent inpatient, outpatient clinics, and our teens. Our children at Trinitas, which you'll learn more about in just a few minutes, some who have experienced the most unspeakable abuses. Every child in our hospital will receive a toy thanks to the Assemblywoman, thanks to her tireless efforts. To prepare for an event of this size and the enormity of all the toys and coordinating all the efforts, it takes a long time. This is planned more than 6 months out and constant calls. And the Assemblywoman's number one question is, will we have enough for everybody? Will we have enough for every child? Children who are forgotten, Assemblywoman Quijano does not forget. And we can't thank her enough for all that she's done and all that she continues to do for our children here at Trinitas. We'd also like to thank some of our partners here at Trinitas internally, including our Board of Trustees member, Alfonso Lopez, and the Trinitas Youth Campaign for Children. Al has seen some record-breaking donations to make sure and ensure that every child at Trinitas has a winter coat. Every child who comes through our doors, and even some in our clinics, as well as the women and infant and parents who have a warm winter coat. No one should be cold this holiday season or any season, and Al makes sure with the youth campaign that happens. We are eternally grateful to you for that, Al. So our team at the Trinitas Foundation, Kimberly O'Connor and Louis Maldonado, for their help in our volunteer services, Joanna Thomas for making this happen today and every day. Thank you. The Three Kings came, and this is not, we try to not focus exactly on the religion side of it, but certainly on the spirit. And in the spirit of Three Kings, we come together to celebrate. It's a celebration for what we're able to do for our children here, and we are grateful to all of you for your participation. No one, as I said, is a bigger advocate for our children than Assemblywoman Quijano. And who is best to speak about our children is Lisa Dressner, who is our Vice President for Behavioral Health and RWJ Barnabas Health Psychiatric Emergency Services. So Lisa, if you could come up to speak about our programs.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is truly one of the most joyous days of the year for us. Every year, thank you so much to all of the people who come together, the enormous generosity and compassion that you all bring fills the room beyond the tables that are filled with toys. Just to give you a little background, Trinitas RWJBH serves children from 5 to 18 in our inpatient, outpatient, and residential programs. Thousands of children a year from Elizabeth and the surrounding community, and in some of our programs, we get kids from all over the state of New Jersey. So some of our outpatient and inpatient directors for our children's services are here today. And being in the hospital, whether you're coming once a week in our outpatient programs, some kids come 5 days a week in our child partial hospitalization program. Some are with us for a couple of weeks in our child inpatient unit. We are one of only 2 intermediate units in the state for children, so those children could be with us for several months. Many of them are waiting for a placement around the state in a group home setting. So, and we also have some kids who are with us for 18 months to 2 years in our residential programs. Whether they're here with us for a short time or a longer period of time, being in the hospital around the holidays is particularly challenging. And so this event really helps us to convey to kids that they are not forgotten, that there are a lot of people who think about them even if they're not seeing them directly. And being able to bring back these toys and objects that they can keep with them helps them to remember that they are loved and they are cared for. And we really thank you for being a part of our care team and taking the time and support that you do every year to remember the kids that we are serving. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. And I'd like to introduce Assemblywoman Annette Quijano.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I feel like a kid in a toy store, literally. When I became an assemblywoman in the beginning, I came to Trinitas and I came to the behavioral center, and I saw children that were in need. Oh, the speaker's here, great. That were in need, and we actually got someone to come in and paint their rooms colors that they wanted, and I thought that was a great start. But I wanted them to understand that outside of this door that there's a community that really would want them to succeed. You know, today we are not just gathered in one place, we are gathered in spirit, united by a shared purpose to extend love, compassion, and hope to young people who need it most. We come together to celebrate El Día de los Tres Reyes, Three Kings Day, a cherished tradition that reminds us of faith, generosity, and the joy of giving. For many of us, especially those with roots in Puerto Rico or Latin America, Three Kings Day brings back memories of leaving grass in a shoebox, waking up with excitement and celebrating with family and music, laughter, and of course, delicious food. From the sounds of the parranda to the warmth of the community, this holiday marks not just the close of the Christmas season, but the continuation of love and togetherness, which is on full display here today. For 16 years, I have had the privilege of organizing this Three Kings event for the adolescent residential program here at Trinitas, a place of healing, resilience, and hope. And many of the young people here arrive carrying burdens far heavier than any child should bear. They have experienced traumas and instability and loss, often without the consistent presence of a family or a safe place to call home. This is why today matters so much. Here in our district, we are blessed to have an institution like Trinitas. It is truly unique. One of the few hospital-based adolescent programs in the entire country and one of only 2 in this state, serving some of our most vulnerable and often uninsured youth. Trinitas stands as a lifeline, offering not only clinical care, but dignity, compassion, and a path forward. Your presence today speaks volumes. Every gift, every smile, every act of kindness helps create moments of joy and light for these young people. Just as the 3 wise kings followed the light, we are helping to bring light to these children, bringing hope and healing and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for being part of this beautiful tradition and for helping us continue something truly transformative. May the spirit of generosity stay with us, not just today, but all year long. And I wanted to introduce my kings for this year. Luis Matos has been a king, you can stand up, for many years, so many of you will know him. Three Kings has been a labor of love for him because he gets the truck and he puts everything in and makes sure throughout the years that items that are donated get delivered. And we have Shane, who is a former chief of staff. And he comes as many years as he can. And this year we have Jimmy Rivera. He's a senior. And thank you so much for volunteering. volunteering. Every year it's so different who volunteers and make sure that they're one of the kids. As I saw the speaker, I'm gonna change the program and let the speaker speak because I know you have other events you have to be at, and I'm so happy that you were able to make it today. So, Speaker Coughlin.
Bill, thank you. Let's have another round of applause for Annette and all that. And to the folks at Trinitas, thank you for your sharing and your caring and your giving. I know it's something that you do in a real meaningful way each and every day, but today is sort of special. And it's nice to be here today. It's a little melancholy, I think, because we've reached the end of the Christmas season in so many ways. We had to put our Christmas tree out last night. But the joy of the season is here and it's alive in this room today. And that's because of you, Annette, because of your leadership, because of what you do. I have had the privilege to have a front row seat to see all of the good work that Annette does. Not just legislatively, where she's actually one of the leading legislators in the state in terms of getting things done, taking on tough challenges, and making things happen that are really good. But in terms of her work with St. Joseph's and handing out the sandwiches, where I get to see the state police actually doing some work rather than eating donuts. I'm just kidding. I love them. So that's who she is. I mean, she cares so much about the community. She cares so much about the children here who are gonna have a terrific day because of her efforts today. So thank you, Annette, for that. Thank you all for coming out and for what you've done. It's a pleasure to be here, Sheriff. Nice to see you. All my friends from the state police, very good. Always good to be with you. Your Majesties, thank you. You look incredibly regal. To Annette's current Chief of Staff, Jimmy, this is what your future looks like. And that's your dad, right? Your father-son opportunity. So it is a true pleasure to be with you. And you need only look around the room and see the generosity of the community. I think we all should recognize that people want to make a difference. They really do. I do a lot around food insecurity. I know Annette does as well. And really what you have to do is give people a vehicle to do that, and they respond overwhelmingly. Because all of us understand that we shouldn't have hungry people. All of us understand that if we have an opportunity to help some child who may not have had a gift or has some, and by the way, even if they have some gifts, if they have more gifts, if they're in a bad place, God bless them, they should get all that they could possibly have. So, but people will respond to that, and you have today. You've taken time out of your busy day. It's a Friday. You could cut out early. You could do 1,000 other things, but instead you chose to be here to make a difference. And so it's a great privilege to be with you, and thank you for letting me have a little bit of time, and that you keep up the good work, okay?
I also want to share that the speaker, and I have to thank him for the opportunity, has, I don't know what's wrong with this.
You good.
Had asked me, to join the slate, and I am the first female speaker pro temp in the state of New Jersey.
I'm glad you pointed out everything. You know what that means, right? That mees that I've decided that if I get run over by a bus tomorrow, that Annette takes over. That's really what that means. And because I think so highly of her and the work that she does and of her amazing talent. So thank you for serving.
And another thing, I don't know what the order is, but if a certain many people don't show up, if the governor's not in the state of New Jersey and it goes down the line, I am in the line.
Yes.
But there's quite a few in front of me.
I haven't managed to get all three of them out of here at once.
Okay, so let's start with Wayne Blanchard, who reminded me that there may be a pandemic, but we can do a drive-through. And he made sure that during COVID, we had our Three Kings Day celebration, so thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's an honor for myself and my board members, Steve Kuhn, Sal DiGirolamo, to be here We have our marketing director, Francesca, who was working hard all week, purchasing gifts for the children. But really an honor to be here. Happy Sweet 16 to Annette and Trinitas. And I figured it out today. We've been a part of 14 of them, so we're very proud of that, including the pandemic. But we've been in this room a short time today, and we've heard laughter, joy. We've saw some tears. We've heard some education and inspiration from the staff here at Trinitas. And it's just really a culmination of what, and we see the same folks every year. So proud and happy to see the sheriff and the other community leaders that are here each and every year that are dedicated to Annette, dedicated to the community here, but most importantly, dedicated to the children. So it's just overwhelming to be part of the event, and you can see how it's grown. And this year we are very proud to deliver the Miss Pac-Man.
I'm so excited. I want
and
to
that
play.
made a note that it's a Miss Pac-Man, and right now I have the high score. I tested it out after the score before we got here.
You know I'm gonna play and I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, this is really what it's about in law enforcement, giving back to the community. We're so proud of what we do each and every year, and I always miss this every year, but we run 2 big fundraising events during the course of the year, a cigar smoke and a golf outing, and I think it's really the appropriate time to thank all the folks that come out and support the STFA Foundation, because it gives us the ability to work with people like Annette Quijano to help the children at Trinitas, her food drives, Speaker Coughlin and his Bowling for Hunger, and the other food insecurity initiatives that he runs throughout the year. So it's really an honor, but most importantly, thanks to all of our supporters for helping us to be able to be in a position to support great initiatives like this. So thank you, Annette. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a great turnout. And I will close, as I always say about Annette, the people of the 20th District are so very, very, very lucky to have her. She is, well, tied for first because the speaker's here, but just tied for first
But he's in a different county.
as far as in the state, though, on a statewide level.
Okay.
Of the legislators that give so much back to their communities. Between yourself and the speaker, you do a tremendous job, and the folks here at the 20th are very lucky to have you. So congratulations from the STFA.
And of course, we have Union County Sheriff Carvelli.
Would you like me to come up?
I would like you to come up and you can say a few words. Every year, the sheriff and the office make sure that they have toys and items for us, and they're always here. He may have to be somewhere else, but they're here every year, and that's what matters for the children. Thank you.
Thank you. So you'll be, a lot of you know me, you'll be pleasantly surprised it will not be a long speech. But we thank the Assemblywoman. Our office is very proud to be a part of this. You know it's Christmas time when you get the texts and the emails from the Assemblywoman. Let's get the gifts together. So we talk to the undersheriffs and my pit bull Marcella. She gets everybody on the same page. But we used to, and I just talked to Carlo and the troop about this. We gave out gifts on Christmas. And just to see the faces on the kids that aren't anticipating a toy, not toys, a toy. And the look on their face, and their families are praying with us. And there's nothing we want more. We do not want a pat on the back. We do not want to thank you. It's what you feel inside that makes it feel so good to give somebody in this season of giving. So we want to thank you again for your efforts, especially when we make sandwiches. We love doing it. I believe we have the fastest time this year.
Yes, I think you do.
So I want to thank the Assemblywoman again, and what a great event.
Thank you. All right, Eddie Donnelly couldn't be here from the FMBA, but they have been a co-sponsor for years. But we have in the room the Elizabeth Fire EMS. Someone want to come up from that group?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I go very long with Assemblywoman Quijano. My mother was very friendly with her when I was a little kid, and we go way back. Every year, our unions, we get stuffed animals, and we donate them to the city of Elizabeth during their events during the holidays. And Assemblywoman Quijano reached out to us saying, hey, I do the Three Kings, and so we participate every year now, and we came in with 5 bags full of stuffed animals to give away to needy children, children that are having medical problems, stuff like that. So we're very grateful for the opportunity to assist the Assemblywoman. She's very pro EMS, pro public safety. She's always been on our side, so we appreciate her as our Assemblywoman within our district and within the state of New Jersey. And thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you very much.
Okay, we're gonna have Mickey Colon for Toys for Tots.
Good afternoon, everyone. I was not expecting to speak. As a brand new member of the Toys for Tots, former veteran of the Marine Corps for about 11 years, getting involved this year with Chief Warrant Officer Nick Andrea, who is in charge of 4 counties, Somerset, Union, oh no, not Somerset, Hunterdon, Morris, and Union, and Middlesex, I believe. Diligently working with state police, sheriffs, EPD, of course, Lou Matos, and the Assemblywoman. It's a great pleasure to deal with the Assemblywoman. Been to these on many occasions. This is the first time I'm actually involved in organizing toys with Trooper Ray Cruz and Lieutenant Tara Halpin from the Sheriff's Office, and the Sheriff, of course. It's a great pleasure. It's an awesome event every year. I look forward to it. For us Puerto Ricans, Christmas starts somewhere around Thanksgiving and ends on Three Kings Day. So it's a long celebration, and I thank you again. I appreciate everything you do. Thank you.
I have to share a story. One of the donors, Toys for Hospitalized Children, is run by Rabbi JJ. And when I called him for the first time, because I was told I should call him, he had heard about my program. And what I did is I called him, and I had a 10-minute window. That's it, 10 minutes. And I called him, and he goes, well, what do you need? And I'm like, well, you've never really dealt with this program before. How about toys or some things for about 25 children? And he goes, that's all you need? And I'm like, there's always a need. This is what I said to him. I said, I ask and God provides. Amen. And this room shows that we asked and everyone provided. So thank you so much. There's a point that's different every year to where I put on Facebook, I believe, right? I believe. And every year has its challenges. And this year it came, and I'm like, wow, there are so many people that do want to help and that are willing to help. You just got to make it a little easier. So I would like to ask for, can't call you freeholder anymore, County Commissioner, showing my age, Lou Desleal.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
It's really a pleasure to be here. I love, the sandwich event that Annette does, but this one is super special. It's actually a cultural thing to me because I celebrated Three Kings in Cuba and then in Spain when we lived in Spain. But as a kid, when we got here, I liked the fact that we could get the gifts earlier. But she goes above and beyond for all the residents, but she always thinks about the children. And this just keeps getting bigger and bigger. She's amazing. Thank you.
I saw that we did have donations from the Elizabeth Board of Education, and Commissioner Stephanie Conclavos was here and just left, unfortunately. Didn't get a chance to have her come up. And I have former staffers that donate because they remember working on this program. And so that was Seth Levin who's donated, Julie Diaz and her family, Clara Fernandez, but her husband didn't work for me, Daddy-O, so thank you for, it's a double thing, right? Both of you. Donations. This year, the Rivera family. Okay, we have lists and lists. Okay. Make the Road donated. I want to thank the U.S. Marshals who have historically come through every year no matter what. It's amazing because when they come, they're in uniform and they bring all these boxes and everybody's watching like what's going on. And when we were in a different location, I was really fearful that we would have a break-in, because then what am I going to tell all these kids if anything was stolen? So we try to, you know, make sure all the windows were always closed, and try to have them come in the back door, not the front door where everybody could see them. But they have been troopers. They have actually been very, very helpful. And Juanita, where are you? You want to come out for a few minutes? Because Juanita has been a donor for what I call my kids. And so explain to everyone what you do every year.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I have been working with Assemblywoman Quijano for a few years now, quite a few years. I'm a fashion designer. I made all these outfits. I also do the older children in the hospital. I make them pillows. They get designer pillows every year. They get toys. They get things that they ask for. I try to run around and get them everything they want, because I know what it is not to have. I've been homeless with 7 children. So I know what it is to be homeless. I know what it is to have people look at you like you're garbage. I know what it is to feel bad about who you are and how you're trying to do the best you can with what you got. So when Annette Quijano was doing this 3 Kings, I was elated that she asked me to help, allowed me to bless other children. So I thank you, Annette, for all that you've done for the years of many, many years, your legislative work, your giving tree, your sandwiches, which I've been at many of the sandwich things. I've also volunteered at St. Joe's for many years. And so I would like to say, to God be the glory for all the things that he has done for each and every one of us who do not have to be in hospitals and who do not have to feel the way these children feel. Thank you so much.
I'd like to call up Barbara Field so that she can talk about her foundation and the donation that we receive every year.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I believe my husband and I, may he rest in peace, signed the first petition for you to run. So that's 16 years. Anyway, my husband had a friend, Larry Cornick, and he passed away, and he left all his money to a charitable foundation. Several years ago, I was made aware of these teenagers that are in this hospital. I don't think a lot of people even knew anybody was there. And I went to visit, and so now my Cornick Foundation checks are given to be used for the kids, for things that they need, trips to be taken on. They're not residential, they're allowed to be taken out. So I appreciate everything Annette is doing, and I know the toys are very appreciated, and my foundation appreciates everybody who's part of it, and we hope to do many more years of things. Congratulations.
Mr. Lopez, can you join us? I want you to talk about your program. He even had his grandsons a few years helping out, and so this is part of the legacy.
I can talk loud. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. I was not expecting this at all. I wasn't expecting Laura's comments at the beginning of the session. And for all the thanks that have been given to everyone, I do want to give you a very, very special thanks on behalf of the 2 young men that were a little more than the height of this podium here, and now are 6'2" and 5'11", graduated from college and on to bigger and better things. But 14 years ago, it was one of the first events like this ones that you were holding at the New Point Road campus. And both of my guys were there, and we were sitting, and about 2 rows in front of us, At that point in time back, were fortunate enough to have some of the kids that were either on the intern program or in the psychiatric care program come in to pick some of their toys. And in front of us, about 2 rows in front of us, was this young girl, 13, 14 years old. And she was totally reluctant to go up and pick one of her toys. And somebody brought her a Minnie Mouse, which was bigger than her. And she embraced that Minnie Mouse. And telling this story still shakes me up, because it did shake up my 2 grandsons. And that is the reason why the Youth Campaign for the Children got going, and primarily focusing on providing coats and jackets and beanies and things of that nature to keep the kids from being able to walk and get from home to school, and when they arrive in school, their hands are not shaking and their lips are not totally dry. So that was a very, very memorable story, and I thank you for that. Annette.
Well, I do see that we have a representative here from the Elizabeth Cuban Lions. Would you like to come up? Say a few words? So they have an event, and then I am lucky enough to come join them for un cafecito and to pick up toys, which is their donation for Three Kings. Let him do it, because I don't want to break it. Should it be there, or should we just put it on the side?
Screw it in.
All right, I'm gonna let him speak.
Sure.
Use yours.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Annette. It's truly an honor, a pleasure, and a privilege to be here with all of you. The Elizabeth Cubanos is part of an organization that is altogether worldwide. We have 1.4 million members worldwide. And the Elizabeth Cubanos over here in Elizabeth, we participate in the Three Kings Day. And for us, it is truly an honor to give back to the community. Back at since 1970, we've been at the Lions, and Lions is Lions, Liberty, Independence, Our Nation's Safety. We've been at the Lions since 1914. That this establishment has been established in Chicago since 1914, and we give back. You know, when we're blessed as Lions, we truly give back. Right? So when we're blessed, we give back, and when we get blessed, we continue to participate and give back to the community. So I thank you so much for allowing us to participate. We thank you.
Okay, let's go through some of the sponsors not here. Walmart Incorporated has joined us as a sponsor. Russo Development Company, Edisic, and Ryan's Toys. Elizabeth Board of Ed Transportation, the Latin District of Elizabeth, Jennifer Costa and the Greater Elizabeth Chamber of Commerce, 555 Barber Shop. Do we have anybody here? No, okay. I want to thank him, Irene Guerra, and the newest Latina mayor in the Union Township, Mayor Patricia Guerra Frazier. She's not here, but she sends her regards. There was a surgery in the family, so she is out of state. And then that would bring me to Trooper Cruz and the groups that you represent. Can you come up and talk about them?
Good afternoon, everyone. Obviously, as a trooper, part of the STFA, our union is who represents us from troopers. So thank you all for the work that you continue to do. my 16 years, they've done a phenomenal job in representing not only the state police, but also get involved in various community outreach initiatives, working with our politicians to ensure that our troopers are able to be provided the things that we need to continue on. With that being said, also like to thank Troopers United Foundation as Director of Community Relations. It's a nonprofit within the state police. Also that worked with us, David Sutts Foundation. We have Hudson Catholic and Union County Troopers, which was initially established here in Elizabeth for the Amore Troopers. As the kids got older, some of the kids branched off throughout Union County. We changed the names, or we altered the name for Union County Troopers now that they're in high school. Hudson Catholic has embraced many of our young men and ladies. So they wanted, once they got wind of what Assemblywoman Quijano was doing, they also wanted to further assist. Also Toys for Tots, want to thank the former retired undersheriff here in Union County as well, Nikki Colon, and everyone else of that nature. The Sheriff's Department has been very supportive of what we've been doing here, as well as the Elizabeth Board of Education. And probably with the biggest heart here in all of Union County is Louis Matos. This man is tremendous. He's always giving of his time and always is out there to further assist in any way he can. So thank you for the opportunity, for allowing us to support your great initiative. Thank you.
We have Sergio Granado's Civic Association. He was here before and had to leave, so we thank him for his donation. And of course, I want to thank the staff. Jimmy, you guys raise your hand. Evelyn, Milva, raise your hand. You got, yes. So thank you so much. You know, I'm concerned I'm going to miss somebody, right? And we have said that if, oh, I'm so sorry. We have Will here from Congresswoman McIver's office. And we have a representative here from Congressman Menendez's office. They're back in Washington. And we have our newest county commissioner standing around. Let's see if you want. So I think that really does close out the program. Thank you so much. This year was bigger than last year, and so we thank all the sponsors and donors. I can't wait to see the look of the kids when they see this. So thank you so much. God bless.